Hi everyone, it's me Evie. What I have for you guys today are gonna be stuffed shells. So stay tuned for the ingredients. Okay, so the ingredients are gonna be 1 pound of ground beef. I have a box of jumbo shells. I have, this is Hispanic, it's melting cheese, basically a mozzarella, but this one actually has flavor and more salt. The mozzarella doesn't have much flavor. So I have a jar of ragu, the traditional one. You can buy any one of your choice. I have a red pepper, a green pepper, backwards, a red pepper, a green pepper. If you have fresh garlic, you can use 3 to 4 cloves. I'm using a tablespoon of the minced garlic. I have a small to medium onion. I have salt. I have sugar, pepper, basil, Italian seasoning or oregano, a little bit of paprika, and parsley for the top. So these are the ingredients. Let's get started. First thing I did is turn my pan on high and put my oven to preheat on 350. It's rising little by little. So yeah, preheat your oven. Of course your oven and your pan. Okay, I'm not going to use any oil or anything because this is the meat that my son-in-law brings me from his job. He works making this. I know you've seen this at Walmart everywhere. But this time he brought me an 85% lean and 15 fat. Which is where this one has more flavor than the other one he brings. The other one is 93 and 7. Which is the best one because it's the leanest one. But for flavor, I gotta tell you, the 85-15, it's the best. We're just throwing that in our pan. We're gonna break this up. What I usually do is I get my potato masher and I work it in here to break up these big chunks. You're just going to do this until you have really small pieces. When that happens, we'll be back. Okay, now that our meat is in smaller chunks, I'm going to put this as low as it goes. I'm going to put 1/4 cup of water. I'm going to put a lid on it and I'm going to cook this for 15 minutes. So while that's happening, these 15 minutes are happening, we're going to go chop our veggies. Okay. Make sure you rinse your veggies nice and clean. And we're going to chop this up while our meat is cooking. For those of you who ask me about my knives, you will not find these in the stores. My son-in-law works, of course, like I said, where they make the meat. They debone the cow, the meat. And this is what they use. And he brings me these. So, you won't find these in the stores. Sorry. So, yeah. I was just going to use half. You know what? I'm going to use half because I only have 1 pound of ground beef. And that will be nothing soon. So, yeah. We're just going to dice them. So, how's everybody doing? Is everybody liking all these recipes? And if you want more keto recipes, let me know. A lot of people do and some just don't care for it. But for those of you who do, thank you. I will be doing a, like I mentioned in yesterday's video, I will be doing a, wow, can't remember. I'll be doing a butter, cookies, butter cookies, keto style. Can't wait to taste those because I remember the butter cookies from school, they were the best. So, they're not that big, but they're also not that small, just because when you cook them, you know, they shrink. So, I'll be doing the same thing for the green one. Don't forget, if you don't like green peppers, add just the red ones. If you don't want red ones, add just the green ones. or the yellow or the orange, the pepper of your choice. Your kitchen, you know what you like to eat, you know what tastes good to you, so then that's what you make, that's what you use. I was gonna go to the gym today. That didn't happen because again yesterday we got more rain with ice, you know. So I was gonna go to the gym after I dropped Gabi off at school. It's too slippery and no, not my thing. And I can work out at home. I like the gym because of the machines that they have, but no. I could work out at home just as good. Does anybody go to the gym and work out, or does anybody work out at all? Because a lot of people don't, but once that New Year's come around, those resolutions, yeah, that's when they decide to. So like I said, I have like a small medium onion here. Also gonna rough chop this. Remember, your veggies will melt, will wilt and turn basically into nothing. So I'm using the whole onion for this. Oh, I think I put onion powder as a ingredient. I'm not going to use it because I have the real thing, but if you don't have onions, then by all means use the powder. Oopsie. So I'm gonna go check on my meat, and then we'll be adding this. Okay, our meat is already frying. The water has evaporated. So I'm not gonna throw out any of the fat just because it didn't render off a lot of fat. But if fat accumulates on the top when the meat is completely done and I've added everything, I will spoon it off. So while that's very hot, let me make a little room in the middle. I want this garlic to cook, and you know it's gonna smell delicious as soon as it hits the top or the pan. I'm gonna use a really big tablespoon of garlic. You know what? I have very little in my thing. I'm just gonna add it all. Delicious. It just smells so good. I'm gonna let this cook off for about a minute before I add all the other veggies. If you have a special way of you doing your stuffed shells besides the way I do it, let me know in the comments below how you make yours, or what do you add. I gotta be honest, I like to add half a package to a package of cream cheese when it's done and I'm letting it simmer. I like to add half of the package of cream cheese, or the whole package, like I said, for the smoothness and the creaminess that it gives it. But for the stuffed shells, for these stuffed shells, I don't have it, so I won't be adding it. There we go. Now we're gonna add all the veggies that we chopped off. Half a red pepper, half a green pepper, and a whole medium to small onion. I know they look big. They will wilt down and become really small. But when these are nice and tender, we'll be adding our sauce. Okay, what I wanted to tell you was I added another 1/4 cup of water to my meat, just so that it could get unstick all the goodness that was stuck to the pan. So now everything is free. I'm gonna let this cook for another 2 minutes before I add the sauce. And here in my big pot, I started to boil water. I have it like halfway, and I added 2 teaspoons of salt. I'm gonna cover it up, let it come to a hard boil. Put a lid on it. And when it comes to a hard boil, I will add my box of shells. As for this, I'm gonna wait till it starts getting frying action again. Then I'm gonna add my whole container of sauce. By the way, this is a 40-ounce container, or 2 pounds and 13 ounces. So I'll be adding this whole jug or jar to my meat. Okay, so the frying action has started. My onions have become tender and translucent. So now I'm just gonna open up my jar. I'm gonna add the whole thing. I'm gonna add maybe half a cup of water to take whatever's left here. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of sugar. Remember, my meat is not seasoned or anything. I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of kosher salt. If you don't have kosher salt, use the salt of your choice. I just ran out of the pink Himalayan. Also gonna add about a teaspoon of pepper. It's gonna be a teaspoon of all of these ingredients, guys. The parsley, I'm not gonna add it because I'm gonna add it on top of the cheese when it's time to put in the oven. Oregano. I love the flavor of oregano. Also a teaspoon. Basil. Wow, it's brand new. Forgot to take off the and I know that if you have Italian seasoning, you don't have to add all of this because all of this is in it. I just like the extra. Like I said, basil. Shoot, by the time I get done with that like that. Paprika for a little bit of flavor. For color, if you don't have it, don't add it. Teaspoon or half a teaspoon. This is already splattering all over my stove. And then last but not least, Italian seasoning. I decided to do it like this because if not, it's gonna take me forever also. So there it is. Those are the seasonings. What you want to do now is move everything around really well, and you're gonna give this a taste. If you need to add more sugar, more salt, or any seasoning of your choice that you want to, you know, highlight here, then that's what you do. You add it. Everybody's flavoring is not the same. This looks really good. I could use some spaghetti right now. Let's give that sauce a taste. For my liking, I'm gonna add another teaspoon of salt just because I didn't season my meat before, and this is a lot of salt, so I'm just gonna add 1 more teaspoon of the salt, and that'll be it for me. So we're gonna put the lid on this, let it cook, and get our shells in here. Okay, so water has come to a hard boil, and what we're gonna do now, we're gonna add our jumbo shrimp in here. Not jumbo shrimp, I'm sorry. Wow. Our jumbo shells. And it says to cook for 14 to 15 minutes. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Remember, they're bigger pasta, so they will take longer to cook. Okay, so our pasta has cooked for 14 minutes. We're gonna drain it. And then we're gonna pour cold water over it to stop the cooking action. And then we're gonna go get our meat. Okay, while my shells are cooling off, I grabbed a slotted spoon and I'm gonna shake off as much of that sauce as I can because I want the meat to be a little drier to stuff my shells. And I put it in a pie dish so I can spread it out and it can cool off quicker. So I'll be doing this, and I will meet you back on the other side where we start to stuff our shells. Okay everybody, I'm back. I took, like I said, all the meat out with a slotted spoon. This is my leftover sauce. What I'm gonna do, and it still has meat in here too. wasn't able to get all the meat. So I'm gonna take a full ladle. Oh, by the way, This is the dish that I'm using. It's not a 9 by 13. This is a, wow, 11 by 7. That's what this one is. And I think I'm gonna use one more dish. If this isn't big enough, and I don't think it is, I'll be using this other one. And this is a, sorry guys, I don't have my glasses on. But you know what it is, right? It's just a plain square one. But I'm gonna take a full ladle of my meat sauce. I'm gonna put it in here. Make sure you spread it around evenly. Just a little bit more, because I have extra sauce. So basically 2 ladles of this sauce right here. And I'm gonna put this on the side and start stuffing. So I have my noodles here. I know my meat's hot, but it's not that hot. You remember when you are cooking these, sometimes there's a noodle inside of a noodle or a shell inside a shell. I'm just gonna open it like this. I'm gonna grab a whole tablespoon. I'm gonna put it in more, like a tablespoon and a half. You don't wanna go too cheap. So that's what it looks like, just like this. And then I'm just gonna place it in my dish. And I'm gonna keep going with all of them. Just unroll them. Don't manhandle them, you don't wanna break them, okay? Just pour, yeah, like a tablespoon and a half. That's basically what I have here. Make sure you cover it back up a little bit. And there it is. I'm gonna keep, oh, this is what it looks like. So I'm gonna keep stuffing them and I will show you when this is full. Okay guys, so that's what it looks like. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna take my ladle of meat sauce and I'm gonna pour it all over the top of each row. Yeah, Gabby's gonna be happy. Yeah, just wanna make sure it's covered in sauce, in delicious sauce. Like that. And now we're gonna add, and I have leftover meat and I have leftover shells, so I am gonna do this other dish. I'm not gonna show it, but same process. And I'm gonna take my cheese, my beautiful, beautiful, delicious melting cheese. And be generous, guys. Cheese is like the best part. Well, for me. I need to leave some cheese for my other one. Although my other one is smaller. Yeah. Let's see. So there you go right here. And now we're gonna add our parsley flakes on top so that it looks pretty. I'm gonna go shopping. Look how beautiful that is. So once I'm done making this one, I'm gonna pop this in the oven. It's gonna be baking at 350 degrees. Most likely it's gonna be 20 to 25 minutes or until your cheese is a nice golden brown. Remember, everything's already cooked, you're just looking to melt the cheese. So pay attention to it, don't burn it. But mostly 20 to 25 minutes. So when that is done, we will come back for plating. What I wanted to show you is that I will be serving my stuffed shells with this Texas toast. It's gonna be delicious. Okay everyone, so look, this is what it looks like, all delicious. And here's the other one. I'm gonna give this to my daughter who lives downstairs, so you don't have to cook today. So let's do some plating. Look at that, nice, cheesy, gooey. Oh yeah. Look at that deliciousness. I'm gonna put 2 more. And there it is. Oh, I left the cheese behind for this one. But there it is, guys, all nice and delicious with a little bit of garlic toast with, like, I think 3 cheese. And then you can have like a small arugula salad on the side, or any salad of your choice. But my daughter will have it like this with 2 pieces of bread because she's picky like that. Doesn't that look delicious? I'll eat enough, I'm not even craving it, which is a surprise. But yeah, all that gooiness of the cheese, all the meat, so good and flavorful, and the nice crunch of a Texas toast is gonna be delicious. So guys, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much. Let me know how you make your stuffed shells, if you do it different from the way I do it. I know there's another one like with ricotta and spinach. I think I'm gonna try that one too. So thank you guys for spending your time with me and for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.